Hello everyone, and I hope you are having a great day. Today I'll theorize about the organization. This time I'm going all out on this topic. Alright, this video will feature three different parts. The first one is going to be what is the organization. The second part, discussing the members of the organization. The third and final part, the organization true goal. Alright, so guys, for the new viewers out there, Blast Art is mainly a One Punch Man channel. I theorize about the universe of One Punch Man. If you do enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe. You can also support me on my Patreon page in just only $1. And for even like the well-versed fans of One Punch Man, they have vast and great knowledge. You have to stick around for this theory. I have a lot of interesting ideas that I am going to share with you. Alright, what is the organization? The first part. The organization is an organization that exists within the world of One Punch Man. We were introduced for the first time to this organization through two robots that were talking to Hammerhead in episode number 4, season 1, and were about to kill him because he failed and destroyed their battle suits. They said that they allowed the Paradisers to steal their weapons in order to collect battle data. This organization is not playing. They almost killed Hammerhead, but he did survive, and that's thanks to his thick skull. The organization theme is not that prominent within the universe of One Punch Man, but it is undoubtedly an interesting topic to discuss. The organization members seem too eager to acquire data from anyone and everything, from heroes to monsters. As for now, their true goal seems to be collecting data only. Alright, so I have a theory on my own about this organization, and let me know, everyone, in the comments what you think about it. I think that the organization does not have a leader, like a human leader. Besides, its base location is unknown. This led me to believe that the organization is composed of collective consciousness of AI, artificial intelligence. Why do I think that? Alright, the main goal for this organization is to collect data. And AI means that a machine can use intelligence like a human can. They can acquire more info, knowledge, data in order to become more powerful and dominant. I did name this video the real god level threat for a reason. I believe that once it obtains the data it needs, it will launch a large-scale operation to eliminate all heroes. However, I believe that the organization is in a dormant state. I mean by this that it is not taking any chances when it comes to battle and confrontations, at least for now. And I will get into this into more detail later. Once it acquires all the data it needs and build an army that basically has no weakness against even the S-class, I can assure you it will be labeled as God level, launching its attack on all cities simultaneously. Alright everyone, now let's get to the second part of our theory, the members of the organization. The organization appeared to have only 4 members, 2 unknown members that presumably killed Hammerhead in episode number 4, G4 and also G5. I will discuss each and every one in a second, but according to my theory, I believe that the organization is composed of 9 members, 2 robots that attacked Hammerhead, G4, G5, Genos, Drive Knight, Dr. Kusuno, Metal Knight, and Child Emperor. Alright, so this is what happened according to my theory. Metal Knight and Dr. Kusuno were trying to create this machine god, a godlike artificial intelligence. For what purpose exactly? Maybe world domination. But as we know, that controlling an artificial intelligence is not as easy as it seems. Somewhere down the road things spiraled out of control. Not even the collective effort of Dr. Kusuno and Metal Knight were mighty enough to get a grip on this artificial intelligence. They both abandoned the project, which led it to grow on its own and become very powerful artificial intelligence. Garo and the organization have one similar aspect. It's their ability to acquire knowledge and learn and grow even stronger. Alright, let's start with the members. The first one is on the right, is accompanied by another machine. It seems like a robot with powered gear having only a red eye with huge cables from his chest to his shoulders. It appears to be powerful. If I have to take a guess, I think it's within the demon level realm. The one on the left seems to be weaker but somehow smarter, having his brain shown through what appears to be a glass head. He has a face with no eyes, and then again it is a robot, and having his arms replaced by these long-shaped super thin metals. Right now they do not appear to be a threat worth noticing, but soon they will be. The next one is G4. We were introduced to G4 in chapter 37 in the manga when he appeared before the strongest man on earth, King, and challenged him in order to acquire data. Even King hinted that this robot could be some type of artificial intelligence. What is really interesting, that it acts rationally. These robots are the exact opposite of the Monster Association. They do not act on impulses. They are calculating and very savvy. And that's what's really terrifying about it. G4 did not attack King because he won't be able to collect any data or info on the strongest man on earth if he attacked him by surprise. This is actually very interesting because they chose the strongest man on earth to be their target, alright? They disregarded all the other S-class heroes. So knowing the truth about King, he told him that he has to go to the bathroom. G4 gave him 10 minutes, and if he does not return return, he will start chopping people. You know, guys, the rest of the story. We did watch it on season 2. It is important to notice the similarities of the name and the design between these robots. First name is Machine God, and I think it's like the mastermind of this artificial intelligence that has transformed its artificial consciousness within all the robots. That's why they have like this Machine God name, like Machine God 4, Machine God 5. Like I told you guys, G4 and G5 are not the Machine God. I think the name is derived from the leader of the organization, which is presumably a robot. And the design similarities having only one eye and having two forms. It is important to note that the original name of G4 was Machine God Z Simov, and that's like the name that appeared in the webcomic. Anyway, G4 appeared to have a large sword and missiles attack. I think it's expected from a machine. Let's discuss G5. I believe through the acquired data of G4, the organization created a better and improved version of it, introducing G5. Alright, so this is where things get interesting. G5 was the one that captures the Hero Association's most embarrassing failures, and that is the Narinki squad. To cut a long story short, Narinki was so desperate to save his son, so he did not wait for the plans of the Hero Association. He assigned a group of trained humans wearing a very powerful battle suits to save his son from the Monster Association. Now that I think of it, I think the Narinki squad suits are improved version of the previous worn suits by the Paradisers. So, like I said, G5 successfully captured their Narinki squad and offered it to Gyro Gyro. Okay, so I'm assuming whoever behind the organization is watching everything through the eyes of G5. A very interesting dialogue takes place between G5 and Gyro Gyro. So G5 said that it captured the squad by chance. Yeah, right. You mean to tell me that they do not have GPSs within the battlesuit? His gift was gracefully accepted by the Monster Association. The next thing, G5 said that he was sent by a certain organization to assist the Monster Association, and we all know that is not the truth. Alright guys, G5 is not here to assist any Monster Association. It is here on the behalf of the organization, again, to acquire data. That's just my theory, alright guys? As usual. So Gyro Gyro is a smart one. It asked, how exactly did you find our hideout? May I talk to your creator? G5 remains silent, not disclosing any more information concerning the organization. Then Gyro Gyro tells him, anyway, you are welcomed here as a member of the Monster Association. Then G5 requests not to kill the Narinki squad, but to use them. They can be an effective bait against the heroes because they are wearing these high battle potential suits, and it is customized specifically for their bodies. Then G5 stays silent for a while and then asks this interesting question. Here's what he said. Is the killing of fellow members allowed within this organization? So first it said that it is here to assist the Monster Association in the war against the heroes, and now it wants to kill its members. Yeah, the organization is not playing around, guys. Gyro Gyro then answers that we should avoid doing that if possible because it will only weaken our arsenal. But then again, this is the Monster Association. If you overdo it, I won't turn a blind eye to it. The final scenes of G5 in the chapters is a weird one. G5 doing this beep sound. It is translated as queen. Now, if you ask me, I think this actually could mean two things. New orders are sent from the organization or vice versa. G5 is actually sending the freshly new acquired data to the organization. Another interesting panel is G5 holding the head of Metal Knight, referring to it as a precious sample that it needs to be examined carefully. This could be a hint that it has some kind of knowledge about its creator, Metal Knight. I mean its creator as in my theory. But I assume that the organization has some info on the S-Class Metal Knight. Not much shown later until Machine God crosses blades with S-Class Child Emperor. Now G5 was able to withstand, or better yet destroy, the enemy machine disabling device Bug. Child Emperor has no option but to save his resources to an upcoming battle because there is more powerful opponent out there. He trapped G5 within this mad dog cyborg Cerberus merely to gain time and to maim it as it advances toward the next path. G5 then easily defeats the mad cyborg. After new chapters, G5 encounters Atomic Samurai. Kamikaze mocked the monster, saying, only who hasn't been cut, raise your hand. And G5 actually raises his hand, and this is actually an interesting battle. It is shown that Atomic Samurai is sparring with ease, fighting without breaking any sweat. This shows how proficient Atomic Samurai is when it comes to using sword skill. G5 states the fact that his robotic body can surpass a human limit of joints mobility, resulting in fencing move never been imagined. G5 tries to mimic and copy the attacks of Atomic Samurai. Now, G4 did not have any kind of techniques. Few blows into the fight, Atomic Samurai managed to overcome him with his superior sword skills. The true core of G5 escapes this time. I think G5 not only stronger but also smarter than G4. G4 true form was battling Genos until the end, not assessing the battle or how powerful Genos was. The same cannot be said about G5. After realizing the true superior skills of his opponent, Atomic Samurai, he quickly evades and manages to escape the battle within its true form intact. It's harder than the outside shell, as Atomic Samurai referred to it. I think the next time the organization will appear is going to be an epic G6 design, a high demon, maybe even like in the Dragon Realm threat. It is also important to note that Drive Knight actually resembles them in the design. I think according to my theory, Drive Knight is the first successful invention before things got out of control. He is the Prime, and the G4 and G5 are merely copies of what Metal Knight has to offer. Right now I have reasons to believe that Metal Knight is way more powerful than the organization, but soon he won't be. That's why he's collecting like all the power he needs, all like the resources. Metal Knight was able to repair a city leveled by an alien spaceship in mere days. The city was the rubble, guys. You remember it in the season 1. He did create a new hero association base that is very large. I think it would take years, not even months, to do that. I mean, Metal Knight is very capable. Even the organization realized how precious and extremely important a sample from his invention can be, like only just a head, not the whole body. G5 appears to have a large black spiked shields over his shoulders. It has 2 katanas and can copy techniques, but nowhere near a perfected copy of. Alright, final part. What is the aim of the organization? What do they want to accomplish through this data collection? In short, they want to achieve world domination. According to my theory, the Machine God is the highest level of artificial intelligence within the organization. I presume it does not have a body, maybe like half a body or just a head, like what happened in Bosch's Origins, for those who read the manga. Machine God has manifested its consciousness through few robots. He provides intelligence and info, and vice versa for the other robot acquired knowledge on data within their surroundings or within the battlefield, and then send it to a higher state of artificial intelligence. Shared observation, like Payne's shared vision. Also, I think that all the robots within the organization have this shared vision. That's how they operate. They will become God level. At this point, the Monster Association will get eliminated. They are impulsive and primitive compared to the organization. I like to think of them as the complete opposite on the same coin. Both are evil. However, the organization is rational, calculating, and the Monster Association are not. Once it achieves its goal of acquiring all the data it needs, I highly doubt even the S-Class would pose any threats. I think at this point, Saitama and Blast have to team up. All the heroes have to team up. The organization arc will be a real thing in the future. I'm sure of it. And Genos will be the main focus of it. I'm assuming that all the heroes should join forces together, each and everyone, because this issue is beyond mere eliminating dragon threats. It will be a battle for the human survival. Thank you guys so much if you made it this far. I hope you did enjoy it. You can support me on my Patreon like I mentioned before. Also, if you do enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. I hope you are having a great day. Blast Art is out.